Oh, they were waiting 6 minutes now.
And 20 past the start. this game at all. No, do you have the nut ball?
Hi everyone and welcome back to Waverley. Are we on here? Yep, we're on. Yep, good, sounds good. Fantastic. So we had a bit of delay with the sun going down behind us on Diamond 9, which is quite common here at Waverley. So welcome back to everyone, wherever you may be, around Australia, around the world. We've got Tasmania versus New South Wales here on Diamond 2. Which we're really looking forward to. It has got a bit colder, Joe.
It's definitely cooled down. So we've got a bit of sunburn, bit of windburn. We're covered in dust, and now we've got jumpers on.
Yeah.
It's true Melbourne. It wouldn't be Melbourne without all of that.
So we may as well go through the lineup of the umpires. So on the plate tonight, we've got Kerry Franklin. At first base, we've got Kira Cox. At second base, we've got Keen Privatera, and at third base, we've got Toby Sadler. And statisticians, Joe?
We've got Mary Walkinshaw, who's our head statistician. She's also our Victorian chairperson of our scoring committee. We've got Jim Giles and Rosie Hawkins. So 3 Victorian scorers or statisticians here this evening.
So Michelle Cox is leading us off, batting.
This is the 3rd New South Wales game we've seen here today. For Tassie, we've got Melanie Thornburn starting off in the pitching circle. Melanie Thorburn.
To Savannah Ritter.
Kylie Steamers is at first base. We've got Becky McDonnell at second base. Shortstop, Leah Ebbett. Third base, Brooke Spencer.
Spence.
It's my 5th game, Will. I may say some names wrong, even the easy ones this time.
That's okay. It's been a long day.
And you are a teacher, so that's to be expected, that you're fact-checking and correcting me. Left field, Monique Smith. Centre field, Rachel Higgins. And out at right field, Pippa Adkins.
So Michelle Cox gets a walk for her first at bat.
Brings up Shannon Keevers.
Shannon Keevers for New South Wales.
their right fielder. And a called strike there. So we're at day one at the Gilley Shield. We've also got the under-14 regional championships happening here at Waverley. And a bunt.
Push bunt there to the pitcher. Safe on first.
New South Wales with runners on 1 and 2.
So, Joe, do you want to introduce yourself? We might have some new viewers
Sure.
watching tonight, seeing as we're up to game 9 already of the day.
We are up to game 9. It's been a fantastic day, the start of the tournament, and I am Jo Shutt. I'm the State Operations Manager for Softball Victoria. Been in this role since April.
And doing a very good job at it too.
Oh, well, thank you very much. In participation for a few years before that. So the last 2 years I've been here, we've had the under-16 boys and girls nationals at Waverley and the under-23 men's out at Hume. So it's nice. It's a privilege, really, to be hosting the Gilley Shield and the under-14s, and it's fantastic to have both tournaments here together. And I'm here with Andrew Mansfield, which has been lovely sitting with you for the day, chatting about softball.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. It's been a fantastic day for day 1 here at the Gilley Shield. We've done a couple of games together, 3 games together, and seeing some brilliant softball. And we've had a few special guests coming in, talking to us, and we may have another couple this game come in. So wherever you are around Australia and the world, welcome to Waverley Softball Association in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, to day 1 of the Gilley Shield. So we've got Jenna Trim on 3 balls, 2 strikes, and runners on first and second for the first innings of New South Wales.
About halfway behind us. Looks like that last under-14s game might have finished. It was also delayed by the sun.
Good battle here between Mel Thorburn and Jenna Trim. And Jenna gets the walk. So we have Kerry Franklin on the plate, very well experienced umpire. I've actually known Kerry since I was about 12.
Really? I'm not going to ask you how long that is.
No.
I'm joking.
Yeah, it's so Kerry and she used to play, very good second base, and played down at my home association in Frankston. And then went through all the seniors and decided to become an umpire, and has done many, many tournaments, World Championships, Olympics, Sydney 2000. Took a little break and has come back and is now once again around us all the time, umpiring and doing what she loves, which is great. So it's great to see Kerry back out in the diamond.
Absolutely, 100%. Very, very valuable member of our softball community.
It's a nice pitch. First pitch to Stacey McManus. Got bases loaded here in the first innings.
Stacey, obviously a very experienced player, but we've seen some really good work in the batter's box by her today.
Foul ball down the right towards the pavilion.
And some of you may have seen on the Softball Australia website and Facebook page that Stacey just announced her retirement from the Australian team. I think we said earlier she played 182 games.
Yes, so 182 games for internationally for Australia. I did speak to her after her second game and said, "How are you holding up, Macca?" And she said, "Yep, day one will." Maybe I'll ask her on day 5.
Yeah, exactly.
See how she is. Pop up, second base.
We've got Shaylin Watman up to the plate for New South Wales. Loaded bases and 1 out.
Oh, line drive hits the glove, third base. 2 runs in. So Michelle Cox and Shannon Keevers come over the plate. Score of 2-0. Rachel Lack coming up to bat for New South Wales.
We've seen Rachel Lack catching in a few games earlier, but is the DP in this one? Cold strike.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's
Looks like it's
high
in the
and
hole.
shallow, yes. And we've got loaded bases again for New South Wales.
They're such a difficult ball to get. Those ones that just go over the infield.
And it's frustrating for all three of those fielders because
Yes.
none of them can get to it. A little bit low and inside ball.
Swing and a miss.
So we've got Space Quake with us here all week doing the broadcast on Diamond 2.
Great catch out there in right field.
Brilliant job.
But New South Wales got running. Jenna Trim. Next in the batting box, we've got Maddie Baker. Who will be catching.
That was Pippa Adkins out there. Kerry obviously thought that was a bit inside.
Called strike. One ball, 2 strikes on Maddie Baker.
Couldn't quite get it, but it's picked up by the shortstop to make the out at first base and the side away for New South Wales. Got 3 runs in, so it's 3-0. Tassie coming in now to bat in the bottom of the first innings.
So line up for New South Wales, we've got Grace Rickson pitching to Madison Baker. At first base, we've got Jenna Trim, Stacey McManus at second base, Shaylin Watman at third base, Angelique Ardale at shortstop, Isabel Hanna in left field, Michelle Cox in centre field, and Shannon Keevers in right field. And we have Rachel Lack as the DP.
Great to have some games under lights here at Waverley. We'll have one each night. Unfortunately, we can't have a strict start time with the sun and the way that comes in right into the pitcher's eyes.
Yeah.
When it's about 7:30 p.m. So these night games will generally start a little bit later.
That's picture perfect from the way we're looking at with the lights on. Fantastic sunset happening.
Absolutely, and the winds died right off.
Thankfully.
Yes, it's lovely.
So after the second innings, Joe, I will have to leave you. and I've got a few things to do. But I know that we've got somebody else coming in after from the third innings onwards. We'll keep that a secret for now. We won't tell everyone yet who we have coming in.
Build up in the suspense, the drums in the background. It's all happening.
The drums are beating in the background.
Tassie's certainly up and about in their dugout, which is good to see.
So we've got Pippa Atkins as the lead off. Solid hit to shortstop and safe.
Just picked that up on an unusual angle, wasn't able to glove it in a way that she could transfer it and throw it. This is Tassie's second game for the day, and New South Wales are on their third game.
Brooke Spence in the batter's box.
New South Wales have won 6-3 against Victoria this morning, and then 5-1 against South Australia. Both really good games. It's just over the catcher's head. Gets the runner to second, sorry, on that pass ball.
Called strike on Brooke Spence there. 2 balls, 1 strike. Trying to put the bunt down. Not successful, so we've now 2 balls, 2 strikes on Brooke Spence.
Great play there by the right fielder, backing up that overthrow from the catcher and throwing it straight back to her to make that out at home.
Pippa Atkins diving in. Hopefully we'll see a replay of that dive in. Sending replay now.
Catcher didn't glove it properly or pick it up bare hand, and
The knee took her glove off.
runner's actually knocked her glove off.
Pippa Atkins just getting taken out before touching the plate.
And that was picked up by Shannon Keevers out in right field. Great throw back to home.
Becky McDonald up into the batter's box for Tasmania.
Called strike. And again. One missing outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And McDonald has fouled that off. We've got a runner at 1 for Tasmania. And 1 down.
Good pitching there by Grace Rickson. Grace was part of the 2024 Aussie Spirit squad last year. So also Grace made her debut for the national team alongside Pippa Atkins during the Women's World Cup in Prague in 2023. Cap number 299 for Australia. Nice pitching there by Grace.
Absolutely. Very economical there. Nice quick innings. New South Wales will go back out to bat. So, Will, you're here at the tournament this week as the team manager liaison.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about what that involves.
So it just it was something we've done for a couple of years now when Victoria's hosted, where we've given the opportunity for any of the team managers from any of the teams to have someone they can message if they need anything. So I know as a team manager, you know, it's a hard enough job to manage your team, but there are some things you might forget or might need help with, so I'm the go-to if they need anything. Today we've only had a couple of requests, so it seems as if all the team managers are onto it, but we're here just to make their days a lot easier if needed to cater for them and their team.
It's a great idea. It also takes a bit of the pressure off the tournament management committee and the volunteers here at Waverley, the convener
Absolutely.
and assistant convener. They're all very, busy doing so many different things. Great take by the Tasmanian catcher there. So to have that one central point for the team managers is really good.
Yeah. And with social media these days, it makes it easier for the communication to come through to me and also from me to them.
Yeah.
So if things change, we can communicate effectively and quickly.
Yeah.
So everyone's aware of what's happening. And as you said, everyone up in the club rooms and pavilion and on the ground staff all have their own jobs to do, and it just runs smoother.
And another strike, making it 1 and 2.
Isabel Hannah in the box.
Great job by third base, getting rid of that nice and quickly. Brooke Spence.
Yep, quick throw to first, quick release. Good play. Back up the top to the leadoff with Michelle Cox.
And in the 2:30 time slot over at Diamond 1, Tasmania beat WA 5-0 this afternoon. And another great pickup by third base, Spence.
Shannon Keevers up to bat. Some good plays here by Tasmania, particularly Brooke Spence, third base. It's a nice pitch. Oh, just a bit outside.
Another good try by the catcher though. Ritter trying to frame that really close pitch on the edge of the plate there.
Ball down low.
We've got all three selectors up here watching this game. They've been divided between Diamond 1 and 2.
Keevers gets the walk. We've got Jenna Trim in the box. Always a quite reliable hitter. See what she can do here. Dead ball. Runner's been called out for left base early. And that's side away.
Let's see if we can have a look at that in the replay.
There
possibly.
we might. Replay coming. Here we go. Good call. Good call there by Blue.
It's a call by Kira Cox there at first base.
Bottom of the second. Three 0 New South Wales way.
Grace Rickson pitching for New South Wales. And she's pitching to Madison Baker.
And here comes Monique Smith, Mon. Mon Smith out to right field. Oh, just misses. Foul ball. Great rip there by Mon Smith.
Really good contact. So disappointing when you hit it so well and it's just so close. He's bounced outside. And she'll come back and have another go. Really cooled off here for this last game. What temperature have we got? 18, feels like 14, probably the wind. It's
The wind did die down and now it's just coming up again. Mon Smith put out at first base, drop third. We've got Kylie Steamers up to bat. A nice swing there by Kylie. One strike. Grace is pitching really well. Another swing with the low pitch. High inside ball there to Kylie.
There's one left. It's going to be 29 tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
According to the weather app, and 2 to 17 kilometre winds with up to 40 kilometre gusts.
Right. So a bit like today.
A bit like today. Very similar, just a bit warmer.
So Kylie Steamers is on 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kylie's struck out swinging.
And that's 2 out for for Tasmania. New South Wales leading 3-0 still.
Kayla Waller into the box for Tasmania. The DP in this game. There's a nice strike. Nice pitch there by Grace to end the innings.
There's 3 strikeouts.
Great pitching. So, Joe, I'm going to leave you.
It's been amazing having you here with us all day.
Yes, it's been great softball to watch. I'm sure we'll do it again tomorrow. So, thank you everyone for having me. I'm going to pass the reins over to someone and I'll get Joe to introduce. So enjoy the rest of the game, people, and I will speak to you tomorrow. Thanks.
Thanks, Will. So we've got the changeover of innings and a new commentator. I'd like to introduce you to Kylie Bloodworth.
Hey Joe, how you doing? Thanks
good.
for having me.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much for coming in, being roped into the commentary box.
No problems at
This
all.
is
Gilley
something
Shield is my favourite week of the year.
Awesome.
Love it. It's good to see it back in Victoria after so long.
Is commentating something you've done before, much of?
Not a lot, but
No.
we'll see how we go.
Some bits and pieces, no doubt. For those that don't know, could you tell us a little bit about your softball career, your involvement,
So I've been involved for a really long time. I used to play for New South Wales many years ago, and I actually probably played a lot of Open Championships I played for Tassie 1 year, Northern Territory, and the ACT, and then I moved on to coaching. So coached in the ACT and then finished my coaching career here down in Victoria. So I've been around for a long time, and currently do a bit of work with Softball Australia and history and recognition. So that's how I contribute back to the game at the moment.
Great. We've enjoyed seeing you. Right, so pop up, but it's in the hole. And Jenna Trim's made it to first base safely. Which will bring up Stacey McManus. It's been nice seeing you pop into the Softball Australia, Softball Victoria offices at Sports House on the occasion. It's fantastic to have all that work being done on the history and keeping the records, maintaining it and making sure that all the right people get the recognition. Another great pickup from third base there to make the out at 1 on that bunt, but it's moved the runner around to second.
Nice job by the Stacey McManus. She had one job to do, is to advance the runner. So she put the ball on the deck. They had no other play but to go to first base there. So she did her job, advance the runner. What we call a productive out. So she moved the runner. New South Wales are in a really good position to build on that total that I have at the moment with none out. Runner on 2.
So we've got Shaylin Watman in the box.
That's a nice piece of the ball there. That was a great pitch by Mel Thornburn on the outside edge. Mel's got a lot of experience playing at this level for a long period of time. She's got a really cool head on her and be good in this situation to stay calm and just hit a good spots. That's a great pitch there.
Absolutely, and that fly out to shortstop. Be the second out for New South Wales.
That's a nice pitch there.
We've got Rachel Lack up at the plate.
We talk about the experience on the mound, but we also got some great experience here in the box with Rachel Lack, long-time member of the Aussie Spirit team, so lots of international experience and another cool head out there. So this is going to be an interesting battle.
Just on the outside again. Lax on a 3-0 count. That's the walk.
That's some great discipline hitting there.
Absolutely. I've actually seen a few hitters swing on a 3-0 count throughout the day.
Coach's nightmare.
Yeah, which I found interesting.
No, look, both teams have had a long day. This is New South Wales' third game of the day, so they want their pitchers to have... That was a good catch out there. That wind's pretty bad out there at the moment. But I was just saying that, you know, New South Wales are on their third game of the day. They want to have good at-bats, long at-bats, to give their pitchers a bit of a rest. They're in a good position over there where they have, I think, 4 pitchers on their roster.
Yeah, a lot of depth.
But having good at-bats, giving them the rest, making the likes of Mel Thornburn pitch more will be beneficial in the end. But she did a really good job to stay nice and tight in the zone and get away with no addition to the score.
Absolutely, so it stays at 3-0.
So, Jo, this is your first Gilley Shield. What's your highlight day one?
That's a good question. I have to think about that. It's been a big lead up to the preparation. So my highlight is actually that we made it here. It's actually really nice seeing everyone coming together. There's, you know, everybody puts so much work into getting their teams to these tournaments, and the fact that we've got the 14s and the Opens here together. I've absolutely loved seeing the young girls here watching their idols and watching the players that they aspire to be like, and you know, no doubt a lot of them are reaching to make this, or you know, play in this tournament in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing more important than seeing your heroes out there on the field, seeing what they do, how they conduct themselves. A coach can't teach you that. So being able to see these players is a really good thing for these young kids. And they had a big day there today. It was hot out there today. But hopefully they'll get more opportunities as the week progresses to sit down and watch these Open women players play.
Yeah, especially when you've got, you know, Aussie Spirit representatives who've played in. It's a great hit over the head of the left fielder, just out of reach.
Perfect start to the innings for Tasmania.
As I was saying, you know, players who've represented Australia in World Cups and Olympic tournaments.
That's a really good shot out there. So Tassie's up to the number 9 hitter. None out. Oh, sorry, 2 out. Sorry.
And ground out to 1. So I don't think it was 2 out.
The scoreboard hasn't updated. Sorry about that, folks. Got the very talented Pippa Atkins up to bat now. Lots of options on the field. Fast runner on third base.
It's great to see Tasmania represented here again. The Gilley Shield.
It's fantastic to see, and like they used to be the fixture on in the national championships for all age groups for a long time, and it's, you know, they've got to start somewhere. They've got players coming in from other states to come and help. They've got local players. Their coach Lachlan Thornburn invests a lot of time going down there, so that's only got to be beneficial to those young Tasmanian players, and they can see now that Tassie's represented back on the Gilley Shield stage, and that gives them something to aspire to. There's a good group of players out here that are here to compete, and they've got Megan Freeman, who's on the bench this game, who pitched through their last game. American pitcher. This is the second year she's come back out. Spent time coaching, talking with the young players out there today around the field. Offered to coach some young kids, so you know that's a fantastic, I guess, input that she has, not just on the field but off the field as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Swung at a high pitch there for the first strike. But that sort of thing's what it's all about. We want these players to, you know, be interacting with the young girls and helping them out. And, you know, no doubt they all had that level of help from older players and mentors when they were their age as well.
Absolutely.
Just reaching for that one.
Brooke Spence up to bat for the Tassie Tigers. She's playing third base this game. We've got 0-2 on Spence. Great Rickson, the pitcher for New South Wales, was showing some great spin on that ball tonight. That's a nice pitch. Maddie Baker behind the plate for New South Wales is doing a really good job. She's New South Wales just 2 days ago lost their Aussie Spirit catcher and their regular catcher Taylor Titsakronis through injury.
And the third out, ground ball back to the pitcher.
Rickson did a really good job, obviously, with the lead-off double then, just to really shut down that threat by Tasmania. Where are we at, Joe? We're at the top of the fourth and 3-0 to New South Wales. Bit of fun fact for you. So New South Wales has won the most number of Gilley Shield titles in history. So they've won 25 titles up until this point. So I think there's going to be a fair few teams out there wanting to stop that winning run of theirs and not stopping them from getting their 26th title. Can you guess who the next state is?
I'll have a go at saying Queensland. No.
Victoria.
Oh, really?
Victoria had a golden run early on. Haven't won one for a little while now. Got a good team here to potentially do it, but they are the second on most number of Gilley Shield wins.
Fantastic. What number would they be on, do you know?
I think they're on about 23, I think it is.
Okay, so not far behind.
Please someone message us if they know the answer quickly.
Not able to make the play. Shortstop. Hard hit ground ball there.
That was a tough play. Should have probably moved forward to get that ball, but was on her heels a little bit. Therefore, just the bounce of the ball resulted in that error. And the lead-off hitter on for New South Wales. I was off. One off. 22 for Victoria.
Oh, that's pretty close.
Let's pick up from
there.
Steamers.
Yeah. I was in Cairns recently for the softball, the School Sport Australia softball championships for the 12 and unders, and the record had all the previous winners, and it was New South Wales, Queensland, New South Wales, Queensland.
They've certainly been dominant across all age groups, and both men and women. You throw in with the men, you throw in the dominance of ACT, unmatched, and Western Australia. And but certainly within the women's program, New South Wales and Queensland in latter years, and Victoria on in those early years.
Called strike 3. Brings up Michelle Cox.
So we'll turn our attention off the players here for a little minute, and then I look out here and I see our umpires, and we've got Kira Cox, the first ever Australian umpire to umpire an Olympic gold medal game on home plate. But you've also got Kerry Franklin here behind the dish. She was the first ever Australian to umpire in a gold medal Olympic match in 2008, I believe, and she was on first base. So not only are our players excelling, but our umpiring program is one of the best in the world. And these guys are lucky out here right now to have such good quality umpiring crew here this week.
They are. We certainly have an impressive lineup of umpires throughout the whole week. Can't say enough good things about them. I was saying earlier on today the amount of work that goes into the coordination of the rotations and, you know, making sure that they're rotated appropriately, not doing too much, 2 plates in a row, for example, or you know, having a lot of breaks. There's not a lot of time between the games, so really tight turnarounds and very tight schedule. So that's Lee Evans today, who's coordinating the Gilley Shield. Kevin Tannenbring, his surname's a bit of a mouthful, so I'll call him KT, for the under-14 regionals.
Cox turned really well on that inside pitch then. Just hit that no man's land out there between between right and second base.
Putting a runner on second and first for New South Wales. There's Shannon Keevers up to the plate.
Lots of different options here for Kerry Porter. We've got great hitter, lots of wheels in the box, on first base and on second, so you could go short game, slapping, or let her hit away. If I was a betting woman, she's going to hit away even before that second strike came through just now. But those outfielders, if that ball gets to the grass, those outfielders are going to have to come up throwing for a play at the plate.
Absolutely. She's been a strong hitter all day. Ooh, that's on the outside. Another ball, 2 and 2.
Looks like Tasmania have another pitcher warming up in the bullpen. Looks like Redcliffe.
And a foul ball.
I think that got her on the foot then, so while she was in the box.
Yeah. That's a great pickup from Steamers. They didn't make it easy for her just then. Certainly did not. Well picked up by second base to get to it, but the delivery needed a little bit of work by Steamers. Very well done. Out at 1. Moved the runners around to second and third, but they're now 2 out. And we've got Jenna Trim up to bat again.
Jenna had a great 2024. Went away with the Aussie Spirit team. Into Italy and had a pretty good tournament there. Went to Canada as well. Really versatile player. She can pitch. Doesn't like to, I do believe, but she can get on the mound as well for New South. So a really complete all-round player for the team. Spent a little bit of time at college over in America. She's got a lot of games in. I think that's really benefited her.
I think that makes a huge difference when they can get lots of games in, lots of good quality.
Absolutely.
Great hit.
There we go.
Beautiful hit.
And with 2 out, that'll score 3 runs for New South Wales. That's the first home run we've seen on this diamond today.
I'm going to ask that. Has there been another one?
No, there has not.
Sure.
I'm not sure about diamond 1.
I think that's only the 3rd home run of the whole tournament, that one. McManus does have the ability to put one over too. I think she's probably just looking at making some really good solid contact, keep putting base runners on, so New South Wales just keeps bringing up hitters.
It's a cold strike for 1-1 on Stacey McManus. No, that was 2 strikes now.
I'm trying easy.
I think she might have thought Kerry called the first pitch a strike as well. Great contact. Bouncing into the fence, getting Stacey around to second base.
That hit the bottom of the fence, did it? Nice shot by Maka, who this year is playing her 20th year for the New South Wales team. And that spells the end for Mel Thornburn, being replaced by Jamie Redcliffe.
Did I read before that Stacey's only 35?
Yep.
So 20 years. It's impressive.
Long-time member of the Aussie Spirit team who only recently retired from that after the World Cup in Italy. And she'll racking up her 20th year for, say, the Blue Bloods, they like to call themselves, New South Wales Fire Stars, Blue Bloods, this year. So they had a really nice presentation the last weekend. They presented her with her very first playing top in recognition of that achievement. So well
really
done,
special.
Stace.
Hi, Jamie, come on up.
So number 9, Jamie Redcliffe, coming in to pitch for Tasmania.
Redcliffe's just off the back of, she's in the Australian Open Women's Squad, Aussie Spirit, just off the back of she pitched against China in their series in December up in Queensland. Aussie Spirit won that series.
Is inside.
Got quite a few players here playing in this tournament who played in the Chinese series and then went straight into the under-23 nationals in Brisbane. And then playing here as well.
That's unlucky there by Redcliffe. That was a good pitch. Tasmania real sort of flirting with the run ahead rule now. Be seven runs after 5 innings, so they've really got to try and shut New South Wales down this innings and stop this threat, and then again try and get some runs on the board themselves.
Just needing one more out. And that was a good pitch.
It was a great pitch.
Great contact, but out over near diamond 4 for a foul ball. Just a little bit ahead of that. Good two-strike adjustment for Rachel, but unfortunately straight to shortstop. Nice tidy play there at shortstop for the 3rd out of the innings. Heading into the bottom of the 4th innings with New South Wales Fire Stars leading 6-0. And as you said, Kylie, Tasmania really needing to put some runs on the board here to keep the game going.
They do. Just got to string a few hits together. They've had individual hits, but haven't been able to string those hits together. Bit of luck going their way as well. Rickson's doing a really tidy job on the mound for New South Wales, so holding them at bay, but they're coming up to their 2nd, 3rd time facing her now, so they should be making those adjustments and trying to get a few hits together, move those runners around, put the pressure on New South Wales.
Victoria this morning put pressure on New South Wales and scored, 3 runs. It was a great earlier game between South Australia and New South Wales, so they can't have runs scored against them. Just put the ball in play, make them make the plays. They're right into the meat of their order. Their third hitter, Becky McDonald, Ritter, and then followed by Smith and Steamers. So they've got the hitters here to do that. Now let's see if they can put it together.
New South Wales South Australia game earlier today was 1-0 all the way up to the 5th innings, I think it was. And that's out there for a foul down the third baseline.
This competition this week is going to be low scoring. We've got a lot of international players, a lot of international pitchers out here, so our batters are going to be facing good quality international and national pitchers. So I wouldn't expect to see a lot of runs throughout the tournament. We may have some blowouts as the week goes on. This is a double round robin, so particularly the first round counts. If scores are if the ladder's tied, it's the result in your first round count. So everyone's going to be going hard this first round. But there's a lot of softball still to come. The good thing is the pitching talent here is fantastic. And hopefully our batters can rise to the occasion as well, across the board.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think I remember seeing this many international players participating in this event ever. We've always had a sprinkling of international players, but the word's obviously getting out about how good this tournament is. But it's good for our competition. It's good for our hitters to face quality hitters, and that South Australian pitcher today, Lexi Kilfor, she's a quality pitcher.
Yeah.
Tassie have a quality pitcher in Faremo. So it's going to be a really interesting tournament, and it's going to be 1-2 run ball games as we move further on in the tournament. The interesting part here, Joe, McDonald picks up a walk. The really interesting part is we've got a lot of Americans. They're not in season at the moment, so they're in their off season. So double round robin, a lot of softball. Sometimes they're going to have Tassie will have a triple header tomorrow, for instance. It's to see how these players can back up and
that's
and
an
keep
interesting
going.
point.
Queensland have a great pitcher in Sandercock as well. Played in Japan this year alongside our very own Kaya Parnaby and Stacey Porter. She's a great pitcher, but again, they're not in season right now, so it's about how much preparation they did coming into the Gilley Shield will determine how successful they are.
Yeah, you mentioned Lexi Kilfoyle. She did a fantastic job pitching against New South Wales in the earlier game today, and Sandercock as well, Queensland. Victoria's got Willis and Corrick, who did pitch very well, both pitching in different games earlier today. And as Will and I were saying during those games, the scores really didn't reflect how tight the games were and how competitive they were in some of those games today.
Absolutely. Kilfoyle was throwing gas in those first couple of innings for South Australia, and she spit on the ball, but again, she's not in season, so come the 5th, 6th, she lost a little bit of that philosophy, but it's an adjustment. They've also travelled halfway across the world to be here. I don't know when they arrived. So that's tough coming this way.
Yeah, there's so many things like that to take into account.
But I think it's a testament to our competition that players want to come play. And I think that it's good for our hitters. It's good for our catchers.
You know, our catchers are catching against quality international level pitches as well. So their skill set's they're gonna have to adjust really, really quickly.
Yeah.
But they're gonna get better for the experience as well. You might have young pitchers on the bench watching how these professionals go about their approach to the game. That's beneficial as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And no doubt they're acutely aware we've got selectors here during the tournament for the Opens and the 14s watching.
Yeah, that's super exciting for those under 14 kids.
It is.
Having the opportunity to travel to my favourite country in the world. Shout out to all my Italian mates. But having the opportunity to go internationally and play in an international tournament is a wonderful, wonderful experience for these young kids. So we've got some selectors out here this week, and I think they're going to the under-16s next week, and a squad and a team will be picked from that. So, you know, what an opportunity to start your international softball journey so early. None of these players out here playing right now had that opportunity, so it's really wonderful. And I'm really, it's great that Softball Australia's embraced this, you know, the World Cup for under-15s, and just giving these kids more opportunity to play.
Got Kylie Steamers up to bat with a runner at second and first, so runner in scoring position. Good opportunity here for Tasmania to potentially put a run on the board.
Absolutely, and Steamers is the number 6 hitter in the lineup. She's had a great game at first base so far. This is exactly what we're talking about. They had the runners on, and they're in that meat of their order. So, you know, she's even backed up by Kayla Waller, and Rachel Higgins got that big hit last time, hit a lead-off double last time. So they got some good hitters coming up. They just need to, they got 2 outs to play with here. And hopefully we can see Tasmania get a run on the board, a couple of runs on the board here. With this wind like it is, though, I don't know if there's going to be too many that's going to hold up these balls in the outfield. So they need to be looking at focusing, getting good solid line drives through the field, which is easier said than done, particularly when you've got a great defence of New South Wales.
Absolutely, we really haven't, and I think that is a contributing factor to why we haven't seen a lot of big hits today. It's been very windy, especially coming across from right field. So anything that's going out to right field is getting held up. And Kylie
drops the strike there. Runner on 1. Steamers is automatically out, so there's no play needed on that ball.
Brings up Kayla Waller. Fouls off the first pitch.
For those listening, make sure if you wanted to follow on the stats of the game, all games are live scored through our score. That link being on the Softball Australia website. Where you'll get the latter's upcoming game results, and you click in through those games and you'll get the individual statistics for each player.
And ball outside.
Rickson's a really tidy pitcher. I know I've said this already, but she doesn't stray too far away from the zone. Seems to have good spin on that ball. Nice little change up there.
And the drop third strike was played out with 2 out. But made at first. We actually have one of our participation coordinators, Tim Hatsey, coming tomorrow. He's running a junior participation clinic for any juniors who are around and would like to get involved. Tim spends a lot of his days out and about at schools, trying to show kids how fun softball is. He does an awesome job. So there's no cost for that. It's from 10 to 12 here. Probably over at Diamond 12, but that will depend on if there's a team warming up over there. We will just take the free diamond for our Softball Vic participation clinic.
Tasmania made a number of changes there to their defensive lineup. We'll get those to you as soon as we can. And a new catcher in.
Left-handed.
Number 7, Samantha Robin. Looks like we've got a new third base in there as well, with Brooke Spence coming off. And as I said, listeners, we'll get those changes to you as soon as we can. The wind's picked up a little bit more here.
And the Queenslanders around us are certainly not enjoying the cool change here. At Waverley.
Those who know Joyce Lester, she's not enjoying the cold weather. It's quite amusing, actually. We'll have to bring her anyone that's coming to Waverley tomorrow. Can you bring Joycey some more clothes, please?
Just living up to our reputation of 4 seasons in a day.
Come on, we didn't have
We
4
haven't
today.
had rain. We haven't had rain.
Yeah, what are you doing? It's not supposed to rain for the rest of the week. That's a nice shot there.
Great hit up the middle out to centre field.
Looks like a new hitter coming in there. Alyssa Miguel. Apologies if I've pronounced that incorrectly. Coach Porter is making another change here right now.
Riley Arnott coming in.
So Riley only just got announced to be the replacement player for Taylor Titsakronis just on Monday. So fresh into the squad. Straight into the box on day one. The scenario right now is Kerry Porter, as I said, it's the 3rd game of the day. Should be wanting to get another run, maybe 2 just to make sure, and then shut Tasmania down in the bottom of the 5th to end this game via the international run-ahead rule. Taz has just got to get the lead runner here, get the outs. And again, they got the talent to score some runs off Rickson. So let's see if they can shut them down here and negate this lead-off single.
Radcliffe certainly pitching well.
That's a good aggressive lead off there by Miguel at first base. I don't think she'd be stealing. 6-0 up. Pretty sure she wouldn't be stealing. But she's getting a nice, strong, aggressive lead out there.
Certainly making the catcher keep an eye on her. First out for Tassie, picked up by shortstop, 6-3.
Sorry there, Joe. Just another hit by New South Wales. A nice little left slap. Really tidy there. Runners on the corners here. Tassie having a chat here. They'll be led there now by number 6, Leah Herbert, who those out there have been around for a long time. Leah Bryden is her name. Played junior, played for Queensland, and I believe that she was in the junior Australian team and possibly even the Australian senior team. I'd need to check. Definitely juniors. She's got a cool hat on her and should be guiding this Tassie team right now.
Runner still at first.
So Tassie might look at turning a sneaky double play here, but you've got wheels at the plate here with Cox, so she's a tough one to get out of ball on the ground. But they need to try and stop that run coming in. Again, I can't see Kerry Porter, coach for New South Wales, when you're up by 6-0. She wouldn't be stealing that runner from first to second.
Three and O count. Nope, 2 and 1.
Oh, that's a great effort by
Really good.
that combo out there. Shortstop, second base. That's a great effort there. Cox has got wheels, so she was always going to be a tough hit. That wasn't a hard hit ball, the shortstop. It was always going to be a tough play, but and they had no other play. They didn't have a play at the plate here, so New South Wales has scored their 7th run.
So Tasmania really needing to get this last out and come in and score a couple of runs to keep the game going. Or at least one.
Yeah.
And the bunt not going past the plate.
That's a good pitch.
Looked good. Obviously a bit low, a bit outside potentially.
Umpire Franklin has a really great zone though, so it must have clipped. Hard to see the actual plate on the replay there, so
Yeah.
must have just clipped off that plate.
Tried to keep it in play and make the out, I think, but
Another great pickup by Steamers there
absolutely.
at first base. Keevers comes back into the box at 2 and 2. Ooh, A nice little slap there by Keevers. It hit the ground quite hard, but it kind of died halfway that second bounce.
It absolutely did. Didn't
But,
get to shortstop quick enough for her to make that play, but again, a good pick up by Steamers at first base as her throw was a little bit towards the dirt. I'm cold and I live here.
Not that one.
Oh, that's hit the believe.
That's really super unlucky there.
Very.
Keevers had nowhere to go. Didn't have time to move.
No.
That was a great shot by Jenna Trim there. Her
Super
bat is
unlucky.
certainly alive tonight. If I could be really corny, I could say her bat's really hot. Not like the weather. It's freezing.
It looked like that came off the glove onto the runner.
We'll just have a look at another replay there. Here we go. Oh yeah, it did too. So that was super unlucky. Off the glove of Steamers onto to Keevers' leg. And we're finishing, coming in to number 56. So Grace Rickson's night is over for New South Wales. Number 56, Mia Gilmore, onto the mound. She came in against South Australia earlier today. Just been informed that Grace Rickson finished the 10K2s in 4 innings of play. So very tidy work from her. So you remember Joe Higgins led off a couple of innings ago with a nice double out to left field. So scenario here is Tasmania must score a run to keep the game going. Otherwise, New South Wales win in the international run ahead rule.
Let's see what they can do here. And New South Wales potentially making that change because the lineup has seen Rickson a few times in this game.
Absolutely.
And her wheels got her safe.
That's a tough one. You look at the spin on the ball right there. And it did die a little bit, but it did look like that it could have gone foul.
It
so
did.
if Watman
Might have
had have
been.
left that, it would have been a foul ball.
Yeah. It's one of those tricky ones to make that decision on whether to let it go. Tasmania very quickly with 2 runners on base at the bottom of the 5th innings here.
New hitter in the box, Lizzie VU, sorry, her name is, last name. But this is what I'm talking about. So Tassie put the ball in play, put the pressure on. New South Wales, you know, first scenario was that ball could have been foul. She picked it up, the runner beat it out. Again, ball in play, put the field under pressure, didn't get the out. So we're now faced with
new hitter in the box, new pitcher in the circle, but 2 runners on with none out. And Tassie a real chance to score here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they come back up to the top of their lineup after this.
Called strike. That is caught. Runners have tags up and advanced.
That's a great shot of the ball, but it's also what we call a productive out. So while, you know, they lost an out, they've advanced both runners. So I think New South Wales might be appealing that play at second base. Did the runner tag up?
Okay, let's have a look. Oh, here we've got the
That was
catch
great
again.
outfielding there. So great traction back to the fence, knowing really aware where the fence was. Immediately comes up throwing. As I said, the pitcher doesn't show us, but there was a question. I think McManus and now Kerry Porter potentially. Yep, Kerry Porter's just going out to talk to her team, but yeah, unfortunately we didn't get that vision on second base, but the New South Wales was certainly asking the question whether or not she tagged up on that catch.
Yeah, as you said, was a great catch though.
It was.
Really well tracked.
You know, she turned on that, knew it was going to be over her head, she turned on it, knew where the fence was, got the ball, immediately threw it in. Yeah, sure, didn't make the play at third, but it's an out.
And I don't know if I saw it well enough, but it looked like it was close to actually going over the fence.
It probably would have. Where she caught it,
Yeah.
I think it probably would have gone over.
That's a good pitch. Right
So
at the
this
knees.
is Yolanda Barber in the box. So another hitter coming in this situation who hasn't. This is her first at bat of the night. She needs to try and be a little bit aggressive here. Gilmore's not straying too far away from that zone. So first 3 hitters, I think, up have swung aggressive at that pitch.
Puts it in play. Keeps the runner at third. Make the out at first. 2 out.
And another new hitter. As I said, Tasmania made a number of changes last inning, so Jackie Brockett comes in now.
Another nice pitch from Gilmore. Definitely keeping it nice and tight.
Her composure's quite good on the circle, in the mound there, on the mound, sorry.
And that's what Tasmania needed. Beautiful line drive out to right field, scoring 2 runs.
That was a tough one. That was an outside, like a hit to right field. That angles, that's a tough catch to make by right field. Good effort out there. You have a left-handed right fielder out there, so you know they're but Tasmania extend the game.
Absolutely.
So we're now looking at 7 runs to 2 here.
Keeping themselves alive. Runner at 1, and we've got the catcher up to bat. Samantha Robin. who just came in halfway through the game. And a ground out to second base to end the innings. But as we said, Tasmania have kept themselves in the game with those last 2 runs. Their first 2 runs for the game.
That was some great hitting there by Tasmania.
Absolutely.
Really great swings, nice and aggressive. They
Came
didn't
out with a
take-
job to do.
Absolutely, and they didn't take their time. Quite often as a coach, you tell them, you know, if you're down, I don't want you swinging at the first pitch, but they attacked that first pitch, those first couple of hitters, and aggressive in the box, and that's what happens. So scored a couple of, took their opportunity. There were a couple of errors for New South Wales in there. Took their opportunity and we converted, which is great.
Another good game here at Waverley.
Come on, get those feet dancing right here, ladies. Let's go.
So here we go, Joe. We're sitting at now into the top of the 6th innings. McManus is leading off for New South Wales. McManus, then Watman, and then Lack.
We still have Redcliffe in the circle for Tasmania. It's a great pitch.
So the Tassie Tigers had the opportunity to bring Thornburg back in, but there hasn't been anyone else out there warming up now. So Thornburg would be the only other option to bring in to this game if need be.
Hard hit ground ball to third base, not picked up. Gets McManus to first. New South Wales lead-off runner on base.
You've got Watman up to bat now. Look, I think she's probably a little bit annoyed about the fielding innings, so she'll be looking at getting a couple of those runs back now. Score 2, and they're in the same situation as what they were last inning. So.
Exactly.
Do you know, Joe, it was great to see so many people out here, so many people who have played Gilley Shield. We've got the likes of, you know, the Julie Castles, I think I saw Anne Vogler here. You've got Joyce Lester, Peter Adderburn, Josie Loden, all came out to watch softball today, not just Victoria or Queensland, but they came out to watch good quality softball. So, you know, the New South Wales girls last night had the privilege of having Josie to their cap presentation, and for those who don't know Josie, she played for Australia. She's in the Softball Australia Hall of Fame. She's the first and only pitcher to pitch 2 states to a Gilley Shield. So the pitcher for New South Wales when they won their first ever Gilley Shield, and she pitched for Victoria as well during that golden era of Victorian softball. So the girls last night, I was there. I was lucky enough to be there last night, and I heard them speak and I heard Josie speak, and the girls just loved it. So that history of the game and the fact that we had so many past players come out and watch and enjoy the day here, and that's what they get great support down here at Waverley Softball. They do a really good job. Everybody's welcome. Dogs, beagles. There's a lot of dogs today and having a great time. We had a lot of past players here, a lot of parents, and obviously the kids
as well. So good crowds here today, Waverley, and I hope you all get out. That's a really nice shot there from Lack. That'll score McManus.
And see her get to third. No, she's going to hold up at second. Yeah, that's really special for those players to have the likes of Jose speak. Jose is part of our Softball Victoria Awards and Recognition Committee, which is fabulous to have her involved. And we recently actually had our Awards and Recognition event here at Waverley.
Look, it's so important, and as I think we've got the Victorian will have. Victoria has a night game tomorrow night. So you'll have more and more class players come. It's a good job by Barbara at third base there for Tassie Tigers. Yeah, it's super important to connect the past with the present. And we talk about the past of the present. And next year, a lot of people may not know this, but in February, it'll be 60 years since we won our first and only World Championship.
Yes.
And we're really lucky we have 6 members of that 1965 team still with us and still very passionate about softball.
Really special occasion, and it took place at Albert Park, where our head office currently is. Moved from La Trobe in Bundoora recently, and we're now situated at a great spot in a really thriving sports hub next to MSAC and near the Victorian Institute of Sport.
I've been to your office, Joe. It's very nice, and I can't wait for the Softball Australia Museum.
Yes.
With all this old memorabilia, there's so many special things out there that will form part of that museum.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting some great bits of memorabilia coming into our office.
Good at bat here by Arnott. 2-2.
This is only her second at bat for the game.
A little bit of dust there happening. It's been, for those who don't know, it's been very, very warm in Victoria, in Melbourne in particular, over the last week. It absolutely poured down on Monday, but the grounds crew here have done a really good job to get. That's a nice pitch by Redcliffe. Really good pitch.
Reaching for that strike.
Yeah, Greg Brown. Those who have been around softball for a long time would remember Greg from Waverley Softball, and he did a really good job. And the whole Waverley committee on getting these fields up and running, particularly after that downfall we had on Monday, and after some really hot weather where the fields would have been super hard. But I haven't seen today, Joe, you might have, but I haven't seen a lot of bad bounces or anything out there today. The fields have played pretty true.
They have, and as you said, it's a testament to the grounds crew. They've done an absolutely brilliant job. I think the rain potentially even did the ground good after the really hot, dry
Absolutely,
week that we had.
It would have softened that out a bit. And you saw how soft it is. A couple of those hits to second base died a little bit.
Yeah.
Shortstop died a little bit. But, shout out to Waverley. First class crew down here, and they do a real volunteers, and they do a really good job. And I'm pretty biased because this is one of my favourite parks.
Well, it's great to have Heather back, Heather Garth, or Heather Webb, who has been involved in the organisation of this tournament for a number of years. Had last year off to have a little baby, and back with us again, which is great.
lifeblood of softball and like lifeblood of sport. You know, our volunteers and the number of countless hours, you know, our statisticians, our umpires, our selectors, the grounds crew, the volunteers put in. It's enormous, and I think often it goes underappreciated.
100%.
And
Yeah.
you take it for granted, but you know, and it's not just Waverley. It's all around the country. We've got many. Brisbane last week had that downfall with under 23s, and they relied on their crew up there, that workforce up there to get those games back up and running. So
Yeah, absolutely.
looks like here Franklin has actually. We'll have a look at that that replay there.
I
If we
think
can.
she feels like it hit the knob of the bat or her
Maybe
hands.
a couple of options. I mean, did she make an attempt to get out of the way? I think that's possibly.
She might have been over
Okay,
the
let's
plate.
just have a look now. You look here, that
Yeah.
elbow comes out. She was over the plate a little bit, so that's why she hasn't. While it's a hit by pitch ball, that's why Franklin has deemed that she didn't get to first base. That was just that ever so slight little elbow out. Sometimes that just happens.
So Smith back in the box. That first pitch looked like a ball. Another ball. Swing and a miss at that low one.
Nice comeback there by Gilmore to get that out. Steamers now in the box for the Tassie Tigers. I met Tilly, the mascot for the Tassie Tigers today. It's quite a cute little tiger. Apparently I needed to pat it, which I did. But look, great culture there that the team has, the Tassie Tigers have. They have a lot of fun out there. They play some good softball, great people, and led by some really good quality coaches as well.
They've certainly been up and about in the dugout throughout this game, which is great to hear. That's a nice pitch by Gilmore. Bottom of the sixth here at Gilley's Shield, the last game for the day. We started about 20 past 8 because of the sun delay. Our first game for the week under lights.
Been quite a long game. I think if you went back and look at the stats, gone deep. A lot of hitters have gone deep into that, into the pitch count.
Yeah, a lot of good quality at bats. A good hold there. Kylie Steamers on 2-2.
That's a great pitch. Someone with, I mean, I'm a big New South Wales fan, big Gilmore fan, but not to take anything away from her and not to take anything away from Steamers, but pitch that close, she should have probably, she needs to protect that plate. If she didn't want to hit it, she just, slaps it away, gets it out, goes for the next one. Too close to leave on a full count.
Yeah, absolutely. Have to agree. Let's hit her in the ankle.
So while we've got a bit of lull on the plate tomorrow, we've got another great day of action here tomorrow, kicking off at 9:30, SA versus ACT. Tassie will back up against Victoria, so a very short turnaround time here for Tasmania to get now back up for a 9:30 game in the morning. Game of the day for me tomorrow, 12 noon, Queensland versus New South Wales.
Always a good fight.
Love a good rivalry. Really enjoy that. South Australia Queensland game tomorrow should be also a good one. Remembering it's double round robin here for the Gilley Shield. Teams are tied on the ladder. It's their result in round one that makes the difference. So the result they have in round one. We've got round one all day tomorrow. We finish off with three games on Thursday morning to complete that first round of play. And if you get in situations where Melbourne weather doesn't play nice and it rains, at least you can, complete finals, and you'll have a ladder positions if you can get through that first round. That's always the goal for the tournament staff here.
Yeah.
That's a nice shot there. That's a good shot there for Kayla Waller to start that, to give the Tassie Tigers that runner. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th innings, and it's 6-2.
Was well stopped there by second base, but unfortunately she lost her footing a little bit to make that throw. And that was number 64, Alyssa Miguel, at second base for New South Wales. And we've got Rachel Higgins in.
It's a nice shot there.
Beautiful line drive, straight past first base.
She does it really well. She went early in the game, she went long to the left side of the field. She really does a good job in going with that outside pitch and punching that through. So it's probably a little unlucky that Tasmania couldn't get that runner around to 3. Hitting behind that runner, you give the runner an opportunity to advance another place. But Keevan's got a great arm out there in right field. So probably would have been a risky call from Coach Thornburn to send her, to bring her around to third base.
Absolutely. So 2 on and 2 out, bottom of the 6th. Tasmania have 6 runs to make back. That's a foul.
This hitter here now, they had a pinch hitter in for her last time up to bat. And back into the lineup now.
Nice pitch from Gilmore for a called strike. that outside pitch.
Stacey McManus moved over to shortstop. A couple of innings ago, we missed that one, Joe. Whoops. Got that ball out. Never in doubt.
And we go into the 7th innings with New South Wales 6 runs ahead.
Come on, Al, come on. Stay sharp, let's go. Come on, girls.
Number 97, Isabel Hanna, up to bat for New South Wales.
She took that catch out in left field earlier in the game. That was looked to be gone by the Tasmanian hitter. Just looking at those interested listeners out there, so looking at the standings after day one of the under-14 girls, New South Wales Navy is on top, 2 wins. New South Wales Sky coming in 2 wins as well. WA finishing the day at 1-1, and Queensland Country and South Australia and ACT, all finished in the game with 1 win, 1 loss. So top 4, New South Wales Navy, New South Wales Sky, WA and Queensland Country in the under-14 regional championship also being played here at Waverley.
Sorry. I think I'm with Joyce at this point. I'm wishing I had extra clothes to wear.
I can't speak, I'm shivering. That's a good pitch. Must have just missed that spot there. Radcliffe's done a really good job coming in. I think she came in about the 4th innings. Really tidy. That's a nice pick up there. A little bounce it there. I just talked about no bad bounces, and that was a little bit of an average bounce there, but good work by the Tasmanian second base. And we're back up to the top of their order now with Cox, Keevers, Truman, McManus.
Good pick up there by second base to make the out at first.
That was good pitching then by good tactics there by Redcliffe and Reuben. They gave Cox space on the outside, hit that nice foul ball, and they came back hard on the inside. And unlike last at bat from Cox, she wasn't able to drop that ball over, turn on it quickly and drop that ball over. So nice job there.
Shannon Keever's up at the plate.
You're very close here. Yeah. The ball hit her outside that box. Therefore, umpire Franklin called her out.
It's actually the second time we've seen that today.
It is, exactly. There you go, you can see right there. Bit unlucky for Keevers, but she did come into the field a lot as she attacked that ball. She came into the field. That increases the percentage of that potentially happening. So nice tidy innings there from Tasmania. As we go now into the bottom of the 7th innings. Pretty simple, 7 runs, Tassie win. And New South Wales just need 3 outs.
Just a reminder of our umpires. We've got Kerry Franklin. I'm too cold to speak now as well. Kerry Franklin at the plate. Kira Cox at first base. Kian Privatera at second base. And Toby Sadler around at third base.
It was Toby's debut at a Gilley Shield, I think. I don't think he's umpired at a Gilley Shield before. So obviously, as players have pathways, umpires have pathways as well. So congratulations on getting umpiring at an Open Women's National Championship. So well done. That's another part of the regional championships here. You have young, aspiring umpires having the opportunity to get out, getting mentoring, and good feedback, and having the opportunity to be part of a crew, travelling, all those things that players get to do, umpires get to do as well. So that's a really great thing about the regional championship. It's not a national championship, it's a regional championship, and it helps cater for scoring, up-and-coming scorings, up-and-coming umpires, and obviously our young talented players.
VU up at the plate for Tasmania. Yeah, all the umpires arrived yesterday. Did their walk around the diamonds, their chats and their meetings, and they put this, not as much. They don't do all the training as such, as far as it's not the same level of training, but they put in very similar amount of preparation to these sorts of tournaments.
Absolutely. It's great to see many people may know who have been around softball for a long time. Nick Bischel is back umpiring he's here this week with the umpiring crew. Those who may remember, Nick was a great up-and-coming umpire. He was also a great National Rugby League referee he went on to do a lot of NRL games. He's retired from active NRL refereeing, and he's back with softball now. So he's a fantastic umpire, great addition to the program and great addition to the crew here at Gilley Shield this week. So it's really great to see Nick back after his professional refereeing career that he was quite successful in rugby league.
2 very different games.
Absolutely. Nick's actually brother is Callum Bischel, for those who know Callum Bischel, who plays Aussie Steelers, and he has a sister Ash, who also played for New South Wales and ACT a few years ago now.
Another high-performance family.
Absolutely.
So Tassie have got one out with VU hitting it back to the pitcher. And up at the plate we have got Yolanda Barber. Number 27 for Tasmania. Great pick-up and great throw from Stacey McManus.
There's a player right there who's played for a national team for many years. That was a really class play there.
Took it all in her stride.
Probably didn't get down as low as what she used to there, but did the job. So nice out there for New South Wales.
Great take from Trim at first base. So that'll be 2 out now. New South Wales 1 more out for the win.
Tell those girls out there are getting a little tired now. End of a long day.
Swing and miss. Yeah, very long day. First game starting at 9:30. As we said before, third game for New South Wales today.
Still good communication coming out of the Tasmanian bench. Both benches actually. To finish off this game. That's a nice shot.
Unfortunately, straight to the fielder.
And there you go. That's the ball game, guys. New South Wales running away. Victors 8 runs to 2. So their perfect record on day 1 of Gilley Shield. 3 wins from 3 games. Tasmania split the day with a win and a loss tonight. And that wraps up day 1, officially day 1 of Gilley Shield. And we look forward to seeing you all here tomorrow morning.
We'll be back with South Australia versus ACT, and on Diamond 1, Tassie versus Victoria.
So just a reminder, everyone, Joe, look, watching the live stream, is that's available through the Softball Victoria.
So the links are on the website, softball.org.au website. If you go in through events and national championships for the Open Women's, you'll find the links to the live streams for Diamond 1 and Diamond 2. And also you can keep an eye out on the Softball Victoria and Softball Australia Facebook pages for the links as well. So thank you so much everyone for joining us. It's been a great day here, day 1 of the Gilley Shield, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good night, everybody. And
thank you for joining us, Kylie.
Thanks
it's
for
been
having
a pleasure.
me.
It's been a lot of fun. Fantastic.
It's been a lot of fun.
Very
I've received a lot of good quality feedback through
good.
DMs and text messages.
As you should. Fantastic. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you guys.